Hey, what is going on, crypto people? XRP's two biggest interoperability blockers, custodial risk and Oracle risk, are getting solved. FAssets keeps native XRP on the XRP out with 2x collateral. Firelight turns it into STXRP. Cannot wait for real yield and EVM composability. Translation: wrap smarter, stake liquid, and finally use XRP across DeFi. Let's get into it. Happy freaking Generational Wealth Wednesday to each and every one of you. Appreciate you guys checking in this afternoon and this evening for sure. Man, super excited about Luminite and what they got going on right now. That is a really big deal. Really big deal, in my opinion, for sure. I can't wait to talk more about that for sure. A lot of features on going on over there. I just discovered a couple of new things as well. It kind of reminds me a little bit of the Phantom Wallet in the Solana ecosystem. So we're going to go over a couple of new features that I discovered as well. So looking again, happy Generational Wealth Wednesday to each and every one of you. Hold on one second. Miss CryptoCeej is calling. Make sure she's good. Yeah, happy Generational Wednesday, Generational Wealth Wednesday to you, Juno, and Miguel Castillo. How are you, my friends? I appreciate you checking in. Life is good. Hi from New York. What's going on, Miguel? You're in New York, bro? You're in New York. Are you going to go to ETH Global in New York this year? You're going to go to ETH Global? B. Johnson's in the building. Hey, Siege, do you know what you can do if your Firelight points once occurred? Let's see if we can find it. B. Johnson, appreciate you checking in. I don't know as of yet. I know they posted something about what are the Firelight points. Remind me in the live stream to go to their page and we'll look to see together, see if we can find that out together. Guys, do me a favor, hit that like button on the way in. It's really awesome. Look, interoperability challenges with XRP, being able to use it. FAssets is doing its thing. I'm good. This is live stream is inspired by a post from Amy from Flare Networks. We're going to get into that as well. Uh, really excited about what's going on with Flare Networks, the layer one EVM blockchain going up and to the right of the network adoption curve. I think this new wallet is going to pay big time dividends towards that end. Seedless, seed freightless, keyless wallet. You can log in with your Google account. Google, I love it. You can log in with Apple Pay, I think, as well. Something like that. Google and some other thing. I absolutely, yeah, with Google and Apple. Absolutely love that. And of course, for us in the digital asset space, you know, pass keys and getting that stuff is paramount. But I love it. I think Luminite is going to do really well. Early days, nice set of features. Really excited about that. So we're going to get into that as well. Appreciate you guys checking in again. Happy Generational Wealth Wednesday to each and every one of you. The market, you know, it's doing what it does. The market is doing what it does. It's ranging. Bitcoin's ranging. I'm going to refresh CoinGecko. I saw a very interesting podcast today with Tom Lee. I mean, I was taken aback by that. It's pretty good. I'm going to cover that as well. Refresh CoinGecko so we can go over the numbers with you guys. How many of you guys had a chance to get yourself a wallet on Luminite? Let me know in the comments if you got that Luminite wallet. You know, I put like $1 worth of FLR on two wallets. Less than $1 worth of FLR on two wallets. By the way, that Flare network blockchain is screaming. Can I use the word Uber? It's uber fast. I mean, goodness gracious. Screaming. I don't know why CoinGecko's taking so long to just refresh, man. My gosh, man. My gosh, man. Just refresh already. All right, I got some a few things pulled up here on X. I want to go through and run through so I can close them out. Maybe that will help with this live stream. Man, what an exciting time to be an early adopter in this new asset class that is a digital asset space. Keela says, "Hi guys, driving and listening. I appreciate you checking in. Be safe on those roads. Be safe on those roads, Miss." Yeah, so I'm going to go over just a few things on X so I can X them out real quick. Then I'm going to go into the topic for today's video. But we first got to get the numbers of what's going on with this market. If we can get CoinGecko to refresh. I just think those aren't the accurate numbers, I don't think. 113 for Bitcoin doesn't feel like the right numbers. Let me see something else here. There it is. I think that might have done it. What else we got going on here? So nothing. Yeah, there we go. All right. All right. So let me share this real quick. Let's go over these numbers real quick, fam. Because it's just ranging. Not much to talk about here. According to CoinGecko, the total cryptocurrency market cap's down 1.5% at 3.77 trillion. Wasn't that kind of what it was last time we did this? Yeah. Kind of was the same numbers. Bitcoin dominance. Let's check out the Bitcoin dominance live here. I bet you that's still over 61% as well. I'm sure that's 61% as well. Live from TradingView, 61.80. It is what it is. Bitcoin is trading at $113, $113,000. Man, that number just looks exactly the same as yesterday. So yeah, that's not accurate numbers. Let me do it again. Because it looks exactly the same. I think Bitcoin's 115,000. Come on, CoinGecko. Like seriously? I think it's 115,000 for Bitcoin. Ethereum, 3,570. Come on, CoinGecko. I want to get these numbers out the way. All right. So, yeah, that's right. So, the total cryptocurrency market cap is actually up 1.5% in the last 24 hours and is at 3.84 trillion. Bitcoin dominance is still 61.8%. I mean, that's getting closer to 62%. It's going in the other direction. And our guy from Virtual Banking YouTube channel suggested it was going to do a little something like that. Bitcoin is trading at $115,409 again on a 30-day. Bitcoin is up 7%. Ethereum is trading at $3,662 again. And on the 30-day, it's up 45%. XRP is trading at $3 on the 30-day. It is up 29%. Solana is trading at $168. And on the 30-day, it's up 12%. Interesting. Dogecoin is trading at 20 cents. On the 30-day, Dogecoin is up 23%. And so if I can get to it, the beloved Sui is trading at, let's see here, probably $3 and change. Up $3.48. And on the 30-day, Sui is up 21%. So that is the market, fam. And the market is simply doing what the market does. No need to panic. It's just ranging. Remember, we're looking to make sure that the ETH BTC pair, ETH versus Bitcoin, is going up and to the right. It still is doing that. And we want to look for the Bitcoin dominance and make sure that is going in the right direction. And right now, it is not. So we got to get that going down to get that bull run that we all want. I'm cover a couple of things here so I can get some stuff. Doubling down on simplifying the onboarding of Flare and XRP Fi. The Luminite wallet is the start. More is on the way. How about that? Did you pay attention to that? More is on the way. CoinDesk, interestingly enough, someone from Coinbase did an article about the Luminite launch, which is pretty cool. I'm going to cover that article later in the stream. Let me share this. Just a reminder, just a reminder from Flare Devs. The protocols built on Flare will allow developers to create dApps that consume real-time data, interact with assets from non-smart contract chains like Bitcoin and the XRPL, and execute logic securely across multiple ecosystems, all from within Flare's native smart contract layer, right? All in part, due in large part to the two enshrined protocols, FTSO and the FDC. Pretty cool. And it is an awesome reminder of what I'm telling you. I'm telling you, if you're blessed enough to come across a next level, layer one blockchain in its early days, if you're blessed enough to be there, be part of that, it could be a big win for you. This is the original post. Why Pocket Universe is doing that? Interesting. So it's important to get that. All right. I'm just doing this for the sake of getting rid of some tabs, so I can get rid of that one. What is to read about our vision here, Flare Networks? Oh, that's a good one. I'll do that. Let me do this. I'm gonna get rid of that. Get rid of this one. Let's go over this liquid staking thing. I think it's important. Look, statements on certain liquid staking activities, right? Just ahead of Firelight launching. As part of, and this is from the SEC website, sec.gov, introduction. As part of an effort to provide greater clarity on the application of federal securities laws to crypto assets, the Division of Corporate Finance is providing its views on a specific type of protocol staking. The division previously provided its views on certain types of protocol staking in a staff statement, the protocol staking statement, which addressed three types of protocol staking: self or solo staking, self-custodial staking directly with a third party, and so-called custodial staking. This statement addresses a fourth type of protocol staking known as liquid staking. This is coming out from the SEC's Division of Corporate Finance, guys. You understand? It's pretty cool deal. And the TLDR is liquid staking is not going to be considered a security. Division's view on liquid staking activities. It is the division's view that liquid staking activities in connection with protocol staking do not involve the offer and sale of securities within the meaning of Section 2A of the Securities Act. It is the division's view that participants in liquid staking activities do not need to register with the Commission's Transaction Securities Act or fall within one of the Securities Act's exemptions from registration in connection with these liquid staking activities. It also is the division's view that the offer and sale of staking receipt tokens in the manner and under the circumstances described in this statement do not involve the offer and sale of securities within the meaning of blah, blah, blah. Liquid staking is here. Why? Because Wall Street wants it. That's why. Wall Street wants to stake, and they are going to be participating in liquid staking. You can bet your bottom dollar. Okay? That includes BlackRock. It's happening, baby. It's happening. Liquid staking activities covered by the statement. If you want to go a little bit more into that, the division's view pertains to the following protocols: activities, protocol staking activities, and transactions when such transactions or activities conform to the description above. Liquid staking activities and each the activities undertaken by liquid staking providers in connection with liquid staking, including their roles in connection with the earning and distribution of rewards, slashing and minting, issuing and redeeming of staking receipt tokens, including holding deposited covered crypto assets in a wallet or a smart contract on behalf of the depositors, issuing staking receipt tokens, evidencing the depositor's ownership of the deposit covered crypto assets, and facilitating the staking of deposit covered crypto assets on behalf of the depositors Inc. And then it also says providing ancillary services. There it is, fam. In the end, there it is. Liquid staking is getting the blessing from the most powerful regulator in the world. Do you understand what's going on right now? Firelight's just ready to go. It's getting ready to get launched for XRP holders. It's only $156 billion market cap for XRP. That's all. Whoa, 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 whoa. What's going on, Alex G? How are you, bro? Oh, you're on vacation. Nice. I am on vacation at home, CJ. Nice, man. Appreciate you checking in, Alex G. It's good to see you, brother. XRP Precision Beach checked in. How are you, bro? Pookie says, I really do believe Flare will get up into the hundreds of dollars. Yeah. It's just time, right? It's got to go up into the right of the network adoption curve. But what if I'm right about what I say, which is I believe that Flare Networks is becoming the promise of what Ethereum hoped to be. I really, really do. I know Ethereum's got some stuff and some updates and all this stuff coming. All right, cool. But again, true decentralization, true scalability, and true security. I'm not saying that Ethereum blockchain is not awesome. A lot of Wall Street is happy with the fact that it has not been down. It's hard to make an argument for true scalability. Remember, Joseph Lubin himself said it's secure enough. It's secure enough and it's scalable enough. It's scalable enough. Remember, both Joseph Lubin and Vitalik admitted that they started and created this blockchain knowing it wasn't scalable. Just got to get that. So, you got to get that. So, there it is. That is really, really cool. All right. So, did I get rid of what I wanted to get rid of? All right. So, I covered the SEC liquid staking thing, so I can get rid of that. That's a pretty cool deal. We already know about SEC's Project Crypto, which I thought was pretty awesome. Bankless. I really wanted to cover this. I'll probably do that later. Let's cover this thing from Hugo, and then we'll go to the post that inspired this live stream. Interesting enough, speaking of liquid staking, Firelight had a little post here for you, B. Johnson. Liquid staking tokens are now recognized by the SEC as receipts for staked assets, not securities, with their value tied to the performance of the underlying asset, e.g., XRP. Regulatory clarity paves the way for broader institutional adoption and long-term utility. Hugo said, sometimes you eat the bear and sometimes the bear eats you. This is very much a you eat the bear scenario. Hugo says, I was excited about Firelight before this turbocharges it. Remember, institutions are going to be flocking to institutions that hold billions and billions of dollars of XRP will be flocking to Firelight for sure. in very much the same manner that they flocked to Lido and Eigenlayer for ETH staking and restaking. If you know, you know. The definition of vision, fam. I should have shared that with you so you guys could have read that with me. That's cool. I'll share it now. We can read it again. Firelight put this out, B. Johnson. LSTs are now recognized by the SEC as receipts for staked assets, not securities, with their value tied to the performance of the underlying asset, e.g., XRP. Regulatory clarity paves the way for broader institutional adoption and long-term utility. Here's Hugo's post. Hugo says, I was excited about Firelight before. This turbo charges it. Pookie says, you're absolutely right, CJ. Again, that's what I believe. I do believe that Flare Networks, this layer one EVM blockchain with enshrined protocols, is a next level blockchain. I believe that it is becoming the promise of what the Ethereum blockchain hoped to be. I really do. That's how I'm seeing it. First mover's advantage for the Ethereum blockchain? Sure. Here's the great thing. We can participate in both. Think about that. How much of a level playing field do you need in that? Think about it. I can buy ETH, the asset. I could buy Bitminer, the treasury company. Think about that. I could buy some derivative of Ethereum, for example, some particular thing that I'm excited about on the Ethereum blockchain. Maybe it's, I don't know, DeFi tokens. But I can participate without need for an application, without need of a credit score, right? No, what is that? Nepotism necessary. And I can take my dirty, nasty fiat and buy FLR tokens and buy XRP tokens and buy Songbird tokens. I can participate and get SPRK tokens from SparkDex. Do you understand where we are? We are blessed, my friends. We're blessed. Some people think you got to choose one or the other. Why? Oftentimes, and is better than or. Oftentimes. Hey, Barbie. Barbie says, you're the man, CJ. Thank you. Let's freaking go, right? Billionaire Age checked in. What's going on, brother? How are you? Guys, do me a favor, hit that like button on the way in. That'd be awesome. If you didn't get a chance to do so, no worries. Just collapse the chat real quick. Go smash the like button. Come back and hang out with the CryptoCeej and fam. I'm doing a live stream today inspired by a post from Amy of Flare Networks. Mr. Miller says, bless up. What's good? What's good, Mr. Miller? How are you, bro? Appreciate you checking in today. How about that? We're blessed. I'm telling you. You don't have to choose one or the other. You don't have to choose Bitcoin or Ethereum, XRP or Solana. Why? Why? You don't have to do that. You don't have to go all in on one. If you understand ergodicity, it's not a great idea to go all in one. If you understand it, if you read the book, if you're watching podcasts from Guy Spear. But you got to know these things. You have to know. Got to prepare yourself. All right, so let's get to this article from Amy. Darren A says, all good, enjoying Luminite so far. Me too, bro. I'm going to go cover a couple of things, some new feature sets there that I discovered today. Amy, head of marketing with community at its core at Flare Network, said this: FAssets and Firelight solve the two biggest blockers for XRP interoperability: how to wrap and how to stake. Solving both unlocks XRP, a beast asset, and sends it all the way to become one of the biggest DeFi assets. This is where it's headed. I hope you understand. I hope I'm telling you, it's hard to see, but D apps and projects and institutions, they're waiting, chomping at the bit to be able to use their XRP. I'm telling you, the same way that ETH holders in the ETH ecosystem was able to do all the things that they were able to do. Flare Networks is leading the way. It's not the only one, but it is leading the way in doing this and bringing value to XRP holders. That's all. That's what I'm saying. I'm not picking a side. Now, is there a certain ethos that I prefer? I prefer Flare Networks ethos over Ripple's, but I don't dislike Ripple. I just prefer Flare Networks ethos. True scalability, true security, true decentralization. I love their approach to not taking shortcuts. I love that approach to tackling true decentralization and not giving up on it, to chase the dollar of a token. I like that. All right. So why is no one looking into it? Question mark. The SEC saga, and it's simply hard to build. Flare Networks, FAssets, and Centura's Firelight tackle the challenges. Custodial risk, number one. Native XRP stays on the XRPL. Hello, for those really who really want to know, Native XRP stays on the XRPL, secured by 2 times the collateral from permissionless agents. Oracle risk. Built on Flare's native oracles, removing middleware dependencies. I'm telling you, more and more institutions, more and more entities like Google and Google Ventures appreciate this approach, if you're paying attention. Liquidity fragmentation. Firelight's liquid staking with STXRP provides real yield from economic secured services, Flare Networks likes to call it, with built-in composability and can be used in most EVM chains, all without relinquishing control of your XRP bags. I don't know if the XRP entertaining content creators understand this. You know, the ones that say they're there for entertaining purposes only. I'm not sure they understand it or want to understand it because they think it's a competition. Let me read that one again. Liquidity fragmentation. Firelight's liquid staking with STXRP provides real yield from economic secured services with built-in composability and can be used in most EVM chains, all without relinquishing control of your XRP bags. You know, that 1% or 0.5% or 2% that you plan on using in DeFi. Not 100%. That's the other thing going around that people don't understand. They think they got to take all of the bags and put it in DeFi or put it in some liquidity pool or stake it or lend it. That's not smart. Institutions don't do it. Why are you doing it? Why are you considering that? I don't understand. Why do you want to participate? DeFi is decentralized finance with a level playing field and access for everyone without a nonsense like accredited investor status. You understand? It's a simple concept that each of us need all of us, and all of us need each of us. Imagine taking dirty, nasty fiat and buying a valuable asset like XRP and being able to lend it for yield and borrow against it without having to run down to your local bank and go through an interview process because you own a valuable asset. You can borrow against it in DeFi. Do you have to learn how to borrow? Yeah, you got to learn. You got to learn. Do you have to learn what the risk associated with doing that? Yeah. You go to your bank without knowing the risk associated with lending at your bank. You don't know the real interest on the loan that you got at the bank. You only think you know. You don't know. Got a surprise for you. That interest rate is not the real rate. It's not the real rate. Line of credit is a different thing. A personal line of credit is a different animal than a loan. Did you know that? What did they have you hoodwinked? And they used to have me hoodwinked and bamboozled on the interest rate, not the type of product that I was buying, not the loan or not the line of credit and what those really mean, but the rate. Let's get them fixated on that rate and not really understanding what a loan is and how it just sucks away your capital as opposed to a line of credit. Why is it that the bank managers always discourage you from line of credit and lean you in towards getting a loan? You ever ask that question? Anyhow, short term. Oh, wait a minute. Amy says, but this is only part of the picture. Short term, this stack unlocks XRP's 150 billion plus market with minimal existing DeFi penetration for use cases like borrowing and loop lending. Hello. You know, all that stuff that the professionals out in the TradFi world get to do. Long term, a verifiable compute layer enables sophisticated risk models and use cases like a decentralized prime brokerage, allowing cross chain margin. I remember Hugo uttering those exact words. The TLDR, says Amy, Flare provides the full financial interoperability layer. And it's still early. And remember Hugo's statements that FAssets is the foundational value that Flare Networks blockchain offers. It's foundational. It's not even it's not even close to the what's that's yet to come, the best of yes of the best of what's yet to come. That's a mouthful. It's not even close to that. You ever think about that? You know, at one time Ethereum was 6 and 3 and $2. I don't know if you know. At one time, Ethereum was 3 and 2 and $6. Mr. XRP All In is in the building. How are you, my friend? Oh, Barbie and Keyless, two ladies of crypto, are driving and listening. How about that? Be safe on those roads. Barbie, be safe on those roads. Mr. Rick Cisneros is in the building. How are you, bro? I see it, CJ. Flare is only 2 pennies. Unbelievable. But this is not stopping me from accumulating it. I hear you, my friend. Right? The value is in the protocol. What's that protocol about? What's going on right there? What makes it novel? What makes it different? By the way, I got to tell you, I'm working on that Luminite. That blockchain is screaming. I do a little swap, a little transaction, a little send and receive. It's screaming. Did you know it? It's super fast. It's uber fast. I don't know if you know. Have you been watching how fast things show up and things move? And it's screaming. It's screaming, fam. Really is. And the great thing about this layer one blockchain, Flare Networks, is that it Flare is taking it on its own lane. It's not competing with Ethereum, which is what I love. It's going down its own lane. It's found this little challenge and it's solving it. That's a great deal. That is a big, 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 big deal. All right, so let's go a little bit over Luminite and some new things that I discovered there, for sure. But again, we're early to a next level layer one blockchain that is Flare Networks. The native asset and/or gas token and other utility of it is the FLR token. But Flare Networks is a layer one EVM blockchain with its own enshrined protocols. And FAssets is one protocol looking to do some stuff, but there's going to be others. Right now, we're looking to launch V1.1 on Flare mainnet, but version 2 is coming with some different features to it. But again, FAssets as a whole is just the foundational value coming. It's very foundational value add to Flare Networks. If you understand that, if you get that, never mind the protocol managed wallets, which I think is going to be an absolute game changer, and where real TVL is going to start to hit. Yeah, that's going to be really, really good. Is with the verifiable compute, the TEEs, and protocol managed wallets, I'm telling you, game changer. Game changer. You got to read up on it, though. Just go to Flare.network, start doing some reading. It's really good stuff going on over there. Really good stuff. Let me see what this vision thing here is, if this is something new. This is back from March. Okay. Flare 2.0 vision part one, expand Flare consensus across the chain. Yep. This expansion will be enabled by seamless cross-chain execution, high integrity data from both Web 2 and Web 3, substantial computation capabilities. That's big. That's big. Let me share that real quick. Here it is right here. Flare 2.0 has came out back in March. Vision. Flare 2.0 vision. Part one. Expand Flare consensus across chain. This expansion will be enabled by seamless cross-chain execution, high integrity data from both Web 2 and Web 3, substantial computational capabilities. This article explores how the TEEs integrated with Flare's data protocols enable protocol managed wallets, a system that allows protocols built on Flare to execute cross-chain transactions directly while preserving decentralization, trustlessness, and freedom from censorship. Additionally, the synergy between TEEs and Flare's data protocol introduces TEE compute or verifiable compute, which will be explored in the next post in this series. The definition of vision, my friends. Yeah, it's seeing it before the masses see it. All right, so let me go here. Let me change this up. You want to go to luminite.app, Luminite, luminite.app. Go here. Then you can log in. You can log in. Oh, okay, your everyday crypto app, non-custodial, cross-chain, enhanced security. So I'm going to hit launch app here. All right. And I'm going to go over some of people's concerns about this being a web browser. Okay. All right. So you can log in with the passkey. You can log in with Google. You can log in with Apple. That's big. It's big. I didn't try to log in with Apple, even though I have a Mac computer. I didn't do that. I did it with my passkey. I like the passkey option better, personally. I moved less than $1 of FLR over here just to do some swapping, some sending and receiving. Right. So you can hit the swap button. You can swap is 10 different assets, 10 or more assets, I guess, you can swap from. interesting stuff all the way down from FLR down to Jewel. You got Clearpool's USDX here, Dinero, Wrapped Flare, Wrapped ETH, Bridged over Tether and USDC, and USDT zero as well. You can bridge the earn. When you click on earn, it's giving you the you can delegate your FLR from here from this wallet. You can access and stake your FLR from here as well, which I like with Scepter. Pretty cool, pretty cool deal, and earn up to 48% doing so. That is really awesome. What I really liked, some of the new things I discovered here, is you get an EVM wallet and you get an XRP wallet automatically, right? Which is pretty cool. Let's see something. Let's go back to the dashboard. Let me see something. Um, there's a buy. You can buy, you can on and off ramp here. I checked out the different prices. Um, they're using Transact, they're using Meld, they have a network fee. $20 to buy gives you like $17.20 of FLR. I'm trying to see something. What is going on here? Um, Go back to this dashboard. Tokens. What's going on here? Okay. Hold on a second. What is going on here? I was one of these features I wanted to share with you guys. Now it's not doing it. Don't want to let me bore you with that. We got here. Um, hmm. I'm trying to click on it. It's not clicking, but it's gonna make sure it's not my mouse. Let's see here. Settings. Sorry, there it is. There it is. Let me share this real quick. One of the really things I think is really cool that they have going on here. Obviously, you can check your wallet. You can see that it comes with an EVM address and it comes with an XRPL address. Absolutely love it. And for every login that you do, if you do Apple, you're going to get an EVM, a new EVM, and new XRP. If you do login with Google, new EVM, new XRP, and obviously your passkey. So there's three different ones right there. But you can also go to settings, and you can see here that you can add addresses and you can add or import a wallet if you want to do that as well. And the address book is, I'm guessing, for whitelisted features, but you can add an address here. You see, you can add a new EVM address if you wanted to do that. You just click that one, and that would give you a new EVM. So there's some benefits to having more than just one EVM wallet, right? Uh, so back in my days when I was doing a lot of airdrop farming, it helped to have uh, a wallet that allowed you to have different EVM addresses, right? And if you had different browsers, you can get even more EVM addresses, right? If you want, if you use Brave and you use Google, yeah, you can do a lot of things that way. So I love that you can do that, and you can get a new XRP one as well, I guess, if you check that, which is pretty cool. So very similar to Phantom. In Phantom, you can have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can have 10, 12, whatever it is. Solana wallet. So that's a really good deal, and you can import as well. You can do this to share the QR code, right? Which is good depending on the mobile wallet you're using. You can copy the address here and send it somewhere and use it that way. And this key is your private key. If you want to see your private key, you don't want to be sharing that, but if you want to, you can check the private key there. Two networks at the moment, 10 tokens at the moment. Then there's the address book. Is my guess there is maybe if you want to whitelist some addresses here, your contacts and their wallet addresses will appear here. So if you want to do that, you can do that as well. So we're talking day one. I don't even know if it's been 24 hours yet. Really like what they got going on here. And obviously, these percentages and prices are live and up to date, right? 24 hours. FLR is up at 1.7%. And I love these different numbers here for sure. Oh my God, Spark tokens 4 cents now. This Spark thing is what's going on right now. I don't know what I need to do right now. What exchanges is this SPRK on? Use some dirty nasty fee. Yeah, I didn't get any. I didn't get any keyless or Barbie. I didn't get any of these SPRK tokens. It's 4 cents now. It's just kind of screaming right now. On the 7 day, it's up 112%. Hmm. Anyway, I gotta make a point of doing it. I have not done it yet. It's pretty good. It's just doing its thing. I know you can stake over there with Spark Decks as well. But anyway, let's continue on here. I absolutely love this. Send, receive, bridge. They got the on and off ramp here. I did some price comparisons. So again, the on and off ramp is really, really awesome for people new to the space. For sure, on and off ramp. They got a bunch of different fiat currencies from different countries, which is cool. And you can pay with your credit card, on and off with a credit or debit card, Apple Pay, Google Pay, and your bank. And I'm guessing this is Skrill, it's the European, the EU type deal. I did some price comparisons, and let me give you an example. What am I going to do? I'm going to do a credit card. I'm going to put $20 in here just to kind of give an example. $20 FLR. You can see there that's $2.76 difference, right? $2.76. And you can check out the fees here. Service fee, $2.56. And platform fee is 20 cents. Now, I saw a more detailed one, but I'm trying to think how I saw it a little bit more detailed. 20 cents, 256. I saw one that had the transact fees on here as well. Because that's only is that 20 cents? That's 276. So that's it. Okay. Transact has a fee, Meld has a fee, and it's all part of that $2.76. Um, so let me try Google Pay as the payment. Let's do Google Pay. You do $20. You see it's saying 20 here, saying 2020. Okay. Um, Google Pay. It's not breaking down the fees, but Google Pay looks like you get more, but when I actually looked at the transaction, I think it still ended up being 40, 50, 60 cents, something like that. Uh, there. Now, when you use your bank card and stuff, let me show you how that works. You got to put in your information when you want to use a bank or a credit card. I didn't do it because, if you go by Kraken, if you use Kraken, for example, um, you get more FLR for your $20. All right, so what else did I want to show you? All right, so if you hit buy and confirm here, so I'm gonna hit buy, and then I hit confirm. Oh, here it is. Platform. No, that's not it. It's short. It's short. It shared more details in that transaction. I think it's right here when you go to enter your payment information. All right, so you see how it has the fees here, $2.76. $2.76 right here. See that? You can get more details of the fees by clicking See Fees Calculation if you're interested. $1.60 for USD transact fee. 96 cents, it says network slant exchange fee. Uh, Then there's a mailed fee of 20 cents, and that's total equals 276. That's how you see the different ones. And from the bank credit card thing, you can go use your bank or Visa or credit card. You can hit pay, Apple Pay. But you see, when you try to use Apple Pay, you got to change the amount to $30 as a minimum. You can hit the bank wire, and I think that changes it to $100 as a minimum. And then from there, I think you would enter in your information. Um, so let me go back here. Your estimate. This is saying buy now, but I think if you hit buy now, you got to put the bank card information in there. Let me see something. Put $20 and buy now, and then you begin to enter your information to make that transaction, your email, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But I think this is going to be awesome. I don't think I know this is going to be awesome for the new people kind of entering in to the space. Well, that changed significantly. It says 1961 now. So only 30 cents. This is going to bring a lot of people into the space, easy to use. They're very, very familiar with using a credit and debit card to make transactions. Really great job, Luminite. Early day one, nice heavy feature set, but that's what I would expect. This is built by the people from SparkDex. Okay, so really like that. Again, it kind of screams. I'm gonna buy again. I'll put less than $1 here. I want to do that. How many I got? So I want it right. Uh, Buying some SPRK tokens. And swapping some FLR for some SPRK. Is that Spark? Why did I think Spark was SPRQ? SparkDex. Okay, I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, and you swap submitted. You can view the transaction. And there it is. You got some more Spark tokens. Again, it's screaming. You send and receive the same thing. I mean, it's screaming, fam. It is screaming. The blockchain is screaming. Ghost man, what's going on? Ghostman says, I'm going to sell all XRP earned from FAssets to Flare. I hear you, bro. I'm glad you got a plan. Julius Maximus says, hey, fam. Barbie says, Rick is my good friend, CJ. Is that right? Your good friend that we've been talking about? Cool. I love that. I love that. Rick is real sharp. I got to tell you, real sharp. So, yeah, I mean, these are exciting times for sure to be an early adopter, early to this layer one blockchain, early to this new asset class. The SEC has signaled that to the world that the United States is bringing their traditional financial and capital markets on chain. It's a big signal, and we're here for it. We're here for it, fam. We're here for it for sure. We're here for it. It's really good for both FLR holders and for XRP holders. We're really absolutely blessed. Can't wait to see FAssets V1.1 on mainnet. Can't wait to see what's going on there. We'll see Vivo Power gets on and Firelight goes live. Firelight's got to be going live any day now. What's going on, Gerald Jelks? How are you, bro? It's been a minute. Appreciate you checking in. I mean, we're blessed to be here early, right? We own assets that Wall Street wants to own, right? We do. We really do. I'm telling you, I was listening to an interview today with Tom Lee, and boy, he's talking about Ethereum flipping Bitcoin. He's thinking about Ethereum is going to have a better long-term 10-year multiplier than Bitcoin. Interesting. That is very, very interesting. That's very, very interesting. Now, when I sold all my ETH for Solana, the multiple was just fantastic. Fantastic. I mean, because ETH just hung around for a year and a half, 2 years, nada. So the timing of that move was awesome. But that won't prevent me from buying Ethereum today at $3,000. Why would it? Like, why would it prevent me? Like people like, what? You would buy Ethereum today at 3,600 bucks? Of course I would. Of course I would. If I buy $1,000 worth of Ethereum and I buy 1,000 and I have $1,000 in a savings account in a year, what's going to have more value? In 2 years, what's going to have more value? In 3 years, what's going to have more value? In 4 years, what's going to have more value? In 5 years, what's going to have more value? Right? It's the return on your money. It's not whether or not you have a whole ETH, right? That's a myth. It's the return on your money that matters. That's all that matters. The ROI is all that matters, fam. So yeah, I buy Ethereum. I bought some like 2 weeks ago. Of course I would. Of course I would. And then I'll take I'll take the low yield, help secure the blockchain. Of course I would do that. Would I leave the vast majority in cold storage and multiple core storage places? Yes. Doesn't mean I won't participate in yield. Why would I do that? Because I want our new financial system to win. If we're not participating, TradFi is just going to come in and drown everything. So I participate 1%, 2%, 3%. You understand? It's us against them. It's us against them. And for the people that are concerned about Luminite being a web wallet, let me share some stuff for you. Let me stop this. Some security hygiene that I don't know, maybe you want to consider doing it if you haven't done so already. Let me find some stuff. All right, let me share real quick. I'm gonna hop off here. For those who are truly concerned, I asked ChatGPT, I said, look, good morning. There's a lot of crypto scams, quote unquote, by way of phishing attacks. Can you research for me what are the top 3 to 5 ways someone can protect themselves from phishing attacks on their laptops and their emails? Top 3, top 5. I'd imagine that any antivirus software is one of those ways. So can you research the top 3? ChatGPT said, absolutely. Here are the top 5 impact ways to protect yourself from phishing across your laptop, your email, and the web. These are prioritized for the biggest risk reduction per minute of effort. How about that? Turn on your phishing resistant MFA, multi-factor authorization, like passkeys and security keys, on every critical account that you have. Your Google accounts, all of them. Anything that allows for passkeys/security keys, you want to put them on. Says why it works. Even if an attacker steals your password, phishing resistant MFAs like FIDO2 or web authorization prevents sign in on lookalike sites and blocks push fatigue tricks. Tells you how to do it. Add a passkey or hardware security key like YubiKey to your Google account, to your Microsoft account, to your email provider, to on exchanges, and your password manager. Get yourself a password manager and unique passwords and keep those things updated. Why it works? Unique long passwords kill credential reuse attacks. Auto updates close the security holes that phishers exploit with malicious links and attachments. It tells you how to do it. Pick any reputable password manager. Turn on breach alerts. I just checked mine. Make sure they were on. Enable automatic updates for your OS and your browsers and security software. 3, turn on advanced anti-phishing in your browser and email. Google offers that in emails for sure. Make sure you got it on. Tells you how to do it in Chrome, in Edge, Windows, Microsoft, Defender Smart Screens if you have that. I no longer have PCs, so use a protective DNS service. Why it works, protective DNS stops many phishing and malware sites at the DNS layer. Even if you click the link, you can just call your cable provider. Probably if they provided the router, if you have your own router, I'm pretty sure you can figure out how to do it. In fact, I'm pretty sure the cable company will show you how to do it if you explain to them what it is that you want to do. Keep endpoint protection enabled and practice attachment hygiene. Endpoint protection, not sure what that is. Fast behavioral rules. Print this, he says. Don't click. Verify first. If a message is unexpected or urgent, contact the center via a known channel. Give them a call. However, hover and expect. Check the real URL. Look for subtle misspellings and extra characters. Report and move on. All right. If you only do 3 things today, add passkey or security keys to your emails, your financial and exchange accounts. Enable Chrome Enhanced Safe Browsing if you're using Google Chrome, or Defender Smart Screen on Windows. The third one, switch your DNS to a protective DNS resolver at your router. It says here, if you want, tell me your laptop /OS and email provider, and I'll give you a click-by-click setup for all 5 in under 10 minutes. Oh, really? Nice. Maybe I'll do that. Tells you how to do it. If you tell them what your router is, they can tell you how to do it out on ChatGPT as well. The long and short of it is level up, my friends. So now you've identified a challenge with the web-based browser, potential scams, phishing attacks. Okay, so what do you do? What do you do about it now that you've identified the problem? So you go fix it to the best of your ability. You go out and do as much as you can. I just gave you 3-5 things you can do. Don't be afraid of it. Just level up. Takes a few minutes to learn what to do. Takes a few more minutes to just go do it. I'm not sure if people could be in crypto today and not have a security key or a pass key. Like with Yubico. I'm not sure why anyone would be in crypto and not have that. Get your MFA, your multi-factor authorization. Some call it 2FA. Get that stuff going everywhere that is allowed. The DNS one feels like a really good one at your router level. Go set it to protective DNS. That seems like a really good way to get something done. And I'm certain you could just call your provider, tell them the router that you have. They'll be able to tell you how to do that. It's just a few clicks. No longer are we doing that. What is it? Used to be 192.168.1.1. Not doing that anymore. Most times you can just do it in an app that your router has. Oh, really? Okay, Barbie, thank you. I did not know that. Yeah, really sharp guy. Rick's real sharp. Real sharp. Rick says, no, says CJ, Ethereum is an OG chain. It one day will hit 15,000 a coin. It sure will. And it is not nasty, dirty fiat and being debased by governments. Correct. That's right. That's exactly right. We're in a new financial system. I listened to Tom Lee today. He likened Ethereum today, where it is in adoption by the world and Wall Street. He compared it to Bitcoin when Bitcoin was in 2017. He compared it to then. Bitcoin 2017, he believes, is Ethereum now. Not about the price, but where it is in the evolution and it gaining adoption. And he thinks the multiple or the multiplier for Ethereum will be greater from that moment than Bitcoin's multiplier whatever Bitcoin was at 2017. Was it 1,000, 3,000, 4? I don't remember. Seems like a really smart guy. Got a lot of smart people investing in his Ethereum treasury strategy. By the way, he's the largest holder of Ethereum right now. Over 800,000 ETH. And he has this bigger picture, which I think is pretty cool. You know, I think that a bit miner strategy would allow someone to get more ETH, right? Because historically, the treasury companies are outperforming the underlying asset. Historically. So there it is, fam. I wanted to share that with you. Definitely want to give you some options for improving your security in the WebPress wallet, Luminite, liking what they got early days for sure. And over a period of time, I'm sure those fees will go down in terms of using your bank or credit card. Um, like the Google Pay looked pretty on point there, but you got to check those fees for sure. But for new people coming on, they're gonna like to be able to they can just log in with Google and log in with Apple, and they're gonna like that they can just buy something with their card and don't have to look at the exchange. Like, let me share this real quick. That's not it. What I want to share. Here's what they don't want to look at. Here's what the new person is not excited about looking at, right? Just new person not exactly excited about doing this right here. You know what I mean? Not exactly excited. Let me see something here. I'm gonna put 20 bucks in here. 849 FLR for $20. Buy with cash. Uh, what is that? Bank credit card 726. Google Pay. All right. What you got to do? 30? I think it's 30. It keeps changing. Yeah, you can't do $20. You have to do 30. But that's saying 317 right now, total and fees. So again, for us to spin in the space for a minute, not afraid of the exchange, not afraid of looking at this, you're going to get more FLR, more bang for your dollar for sure. Um, then you got to obviously you gotta add into account whatever it might take a cost to take it off. But yeah, make sure you're doing limit orders, not market orders, fam. Do your limit orders. I love about Kraken Pro. You just click limit. You put the amount in dollars that you want to buy, and that's it. When the order fills is when it fills. There's no need to do market buying anymore. Back in the day, sure, but now you don't need to do that. There's enough liquidity. There's no need to do market buys. You can just do limit. I like Kraken Pro, big fan of them. I might actually put a link in my thing here because I like Kraken Pro. I really, really do. I know my guy Jungle, he has a business account with them, but I really do, really, really like Kraken Pro. It's very, very simple and easy to use. Very, very simple, easy to use. All right, good fam. I'm gonna hop off here. I appreciate you guys checking in. Happy Generational Wealth Wednesday to each and every one of you. It's been a really, really cool hang. It's been awesome to see and how blessed we are to be here early. Man, what a blessing to be part of a new financial system early. We were here when the SEC, the world's most powerful regulator, sent the signal to the world that the United States capital markets are moving on chain. How cool is that? It's a really, really cool deal. All right, fam. Do me a favor, hit the like button on the way out if you didn't get a chance to do so on the way in. It really helps to get the channel out to more people that are hanging out, watching pets become uber excited because their person had been gone for a year and they really, really missed them. You can hit the like button so we can get the channel out to more people who are not aware of this new financial system that provides a level playing field to them. And if you happen to be in that 55% or so of people that are hanging out, listening to and watching the CryptoCeej, do me a favor. If you've been enjoying those hangouts, please consider subscribing to the channel. And don't forget to ring that notification bell since you know whenever we go live or whenever we upload a video. I'm going to end this one like I do all my videos and remind you guys of this. Old money doesn't want you to win. They don't want us to win. They would rather that we remain a cog in their perpetual wheel of trading our time for dollars. They don't want us to play in the same playground that they play in, where we allow our money to work for us. This is our chance to win, guys. The digital asset space is our chance to win. We are in the midst of the greatest transfer of wealth in the history of man. Are you participating? Or are you standing on the sidelines? Here's what I do know, that the battle for you has already been fought, and the victory is yours. Go get it. I'll talk to you guys soon. See ya.